After promoting the first ever professional wrestling show in Gibraltar, LDN Wrestling is traveling once again on Saturday, July 9th. This time, LDN Wrestling will go to the British Channel Islands, specifically the Crown Dependency of Guernsey. This will take place at the Princess Royal Centre for Performing Arts. In action tonight, already confirmed, are British Heavyweight Champion Alan Lee Travis, Capital Champion the Hotshot Joey Scott, plus many, many more. Tickets will be available very soon at guernseytickets.gg. We are so excited to come to your beautiful island, and we will see everybody ringside.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to see both the hotshot Joey Scott, who is making his way to the ring for the second time tonight for the King of Gibraltar finals, and you will see his opponent, the LDN British champion Alan Lee Travis, in Guernsey in 2022. What a great announcement, and we are so excited to continue to bring LDN wrestling to all British wrestling fans all over the world and all over the Commonwealth. And the hotshot Joey Scott making his way to the ring right here. This is the second time that he will be competing tonight, as it will be the second time for his opponent. But I think Joey Scott has had a little bit more time than Alan Lee Travis to recover. Travis had enough time to get to the back, maybe get a quick drink in, maybe towel off, and then come right back out for a second encounter, whereas the hotshot Joey Scott had a good 40 minutes in between this and the previous match, where he was able to, maybe take a shower, maybe change. You can see he's changed his outfit somewhat, and get some freshness on him. Well, Joey Scott then, a little bit fresher, of course, than his opponent, but let's see the reaction.
Disrespected, turn around and you can face it right now. You have disrespected the audience, the referees, and you have cheated the entire night. So I've spoken to LDN Commissioner. You'll show some respect or we'll strip you of the championship right now. You're not going to get away with cheating anymore. You know what? We need the audience to stay in their seats, because now you're going to cheat. We know what you're like. This match isn't a 1-4 match. This match is street fight rules.
Wow, what an announcement.
No countouts, pinfalls, count anywhere. You will not get away with cheating. Let's hit the music for the British champion.
Street fight rules for the King of Gibraltar championship. What an announcement. I mean, that is very much playing into the hands of the hotshot Joey Scott, but at the same time, given the manner of his victory against Ollie Lloyd, it potentially prevents him from having an advantage. Well, his opponent, of course, we just saw him defeat Antonio Adamo. It is Alan Lee Travis, the British champion, and this is British champion versus Capital champion, but not a championship bout. But it is for the King of Gibraltar title, of course. And we will see which of these two leaves as royalty tonight. But folks, you heard it. The LDN Commissioner agreed to it. It is going to be a street fight between these two, which means there are no countouts, there are no disqualifications, and falls count anywhere. So this may well be a hold on to your hats type of contest. Follow the action, as it, I am sure, will travel all around this 5-star arena right here, as it will be British champion against Capital champion.
Time champion Alan Lee Travis.
Oh, wait a second. The hotshot Joey Scott just put his hands on our ring announcer, folks, and that could well be a suspension in his future for the Capital champion. And as Alan Lee Travis is checking on the ring announcer, I'm very, very concerned. He's not a trained fighter, and he did not see that coming. And I think Travis is going to have to defend the honor of the ring announcer right there. The ring announcer certainly shook a little bit, and that was just an attack from behind. Well, as he's making his way back to his feet, we do have medical personnel on hand, of course, but it does seem like our ring announcer is okay. He's going to make his way, hopefully, to a safer place to observe this contest. Although, I will say this, I'm not sure there is a safe place to observe this contest, as the two belts are in the ring, and Travis leading this Gibraltar crowd in a chant of "You suck" for Joey Scott, and his actions certainly do.
Joey Scott, I'm going to make sure you get a fine of £5,000.
Well, there it is, an immediate decision, not a suspension, but a £5,000 fine. Well, that is not a great way to start. I'm sure his headspace is not in a particularly strong place right there, but Alan Lee Travis and the hotshot Joey Scott about to go in a street fight, and no collar and elbow tie-up to get us started here, folks. Instead, we are going to see punches thrown and forearms thrown and kicks thrown, and it's Travis then with an Irish whip to the corner. He follows it in with a big back body drop, sending Joey Scott about 12 feet up in the air and 12 feet straight down, clotheslining him over the top rope. And again, there are no countouts, there are no disqualifications. I can imagine that the hotshot Joey Scott is not really excited about this type of bout right now. Travis, though, sees Scott on the outside, hits the ropes. Over the top rope, wow! What a way to begin this championship match. And when I say championship, I'm referring to, of course, the title of King of Gibraltar. Neither the British or Capital Championships are on the line here. Oh, and Travis with a big clothesline on the outside. It's a carpet on the outside, folks. That is not protective mat. You can understand that there is either concrete or hardwood floor underneath that carpet. But again, no countouts here. These two individuals are going to be fighting all over this arena as Scott then takes control, throws Travis's head into that ring apron, the hardest part of the ring, just steel posts holding this ring together. And now look at Scott stalking Travis and putting the boots to the back of Travis as they're going all the way through this arena right here. I mean, I'm hoping they stay in the arena, but falls do count anywhere. He can pin him right there if he wanted to. Instead, he's bringing him slowly back towards the ring. And look at this. You can see Travis then trying to sort of keep his distance, but Scott firing in, and Travis responds with a kick and a right hand of his own. And now Travis throwing Scott into the steel post on the outside. Well, Scott and Travis going back and forth with each other. Oh, you heard that. That was a miss right there. And Travis hits a knife edge chop right to the chest. And another one right to the chest. Gonna light him up tonight with that chest. But this is where Joey Scott's instincts take over. Well, folks, this is going to be a street fight. We know this. You're going to see a lot of things that you might not be used to seeing in an LDM wrestling show, including these guys fighting in the crowd. So again, we acknowledge the fact that this is a little bit different. But with the way Joey Scott handled his first count, his first match today, his first bout, really the LDN commissioner had no choice but to make this a no-holds-barred contest, a street fight rules. Well, folks, if you have yet to subscribe to LDM Wrestling, we really do appreciate if you would subscribe. Give us a like, enable notifications, feel free to share and comment on our post. Tell us which match was your favorite from this episode, or who your favorite LDM wrestler is, perhaps who you'd like to be interviewed. Oh, and Travis then on the receiving end of a suplex onto the hard carpet floor out here in this 5-star venue. And look at that, the referee then pushed out the way. Still not a disqualification because this bout is being fought under street fight rules and there are no disqualifications. He's got him right up against the door and he is choking him right there. Well, again, we ask you to head on to ldmwrestling.com to find out when LDM Wrestling is coming to a town or city near you, as we will continue in 2022 our frequent tours of all areas of the United Kingdom, which will include in July a trip out to Guernsey. And you can get tickets on that at guernseytickets.gg for that trip in July. But Travis and Scott right here are going at it on the outside. Travis just used a chair to launch himself onto the hotshot Joey Scott, but Scott kicking him off as they're coming, these two men, back and forth. And now Travis is sat in the chair that he just launched himself off of and is given a high-angled knife-edge chop to the chest. And now these two men just continuing to fight all over. Just bear in mind, folks, that this is both of these competitors' second bout of the evening. Joey Scott picks up Travis. He's got him in that power slam position. Oh, and Travis then was able to get away around the back and force Scott into that ring post. And now Travis throwing Joey Scott back into the middle of the ring for the first time in this contest. We're bringing the action back to the center of the ring. And Joey Scott then is in the ring. Travis is climbing up top, and Scott then got to his feet, and Travis is on the top rope, and Travis is in a very dangerous predicament as Joey Scott then... Oh my goodness, what are we going to see? Oh my goodness! An Olympic slam from the top rope from the hotshot Joey Scott. Just a 2 count. Travis finding in his perseverance then a way to kick out of that top rope Olympic slam. Now Joey Scott then driving the hamstring deep into the chest of Alan Lee Travis as his chest was over that middle rope. And now Scott then pushing down on the top rope, putting all of his weight, about 14 stone, into the midsection of Alan Lee Travis. Well, Joey Scott is certainly on top right here. Travis trying to get away from him by crawling under the rope, but Scott not allowing him to do so, and drops a leg drop on the outside of the ring. Again, folks, that is the hardest part of the ring. Well, both men then have battled back and forth in this match, but it is the hotshot Joey Scott clearly on top. But Travis now fighting back with some right hands of his own. Look at these right hands. Now you're seeing Travis using those fists because this is a street fight. And now Joey Scott then reversing that Irish whip and putting all the pressure back onto the midsection and lower back of the British champion Alan Lee Travis. And the hotshot Joey Scott, well, he would love to leave here as the King of Gibraltar, only to antagonize this crowd even further. They dislike him as it is, but they will dislike him even more if he claims superiority over the crowd with the title of King of Gibraltar. Travis, though, is up. Wheelbarrow attempt all the way up, and drops him with a bulldog right there. Oh, very nice stepping enziguri, and Travis goes for a cover, hook of the leg, just a 2 count. Scott able to kick out. A pinfall will suffice in this match. It is street fight rules though, as Travis then is caught, and Travis with a kick to the midsection. He's under the pressure now, but reverses the Irish whip. Scott goes in the corner, jumps over Alan Lee Travis. Oh, right to the back. Right to the back, and throws Travis shoulder first into the midsection, or into the corner post right there. Joey Scott, rope assisted moonsault. Just a 2 count. I thought that might well have been it. Joey Scott using his high flying ability there to do a top rope assisted moonsault. But Alan Lee Travis still not down and still not out. Joey Scott picking Travis up then. Travis fires away, ducks under a clothesline. Oh, and there's that shoulder block. We saw this sequence earlier. Oh, and so did Joey Scott, not allowing Travis to get that second shoulder block in. But we saw Joey Scott hit the senton earlier, as did Travis. And now Travis rolls him in with a snapmare takeover. Beautiful neck breaker. Just a 2 count. Both of these men know each other so well, have been scouting each other all of the time. But Joey Scott now in the corner trying to get respite. Travis not allowing him to do so. Irish whip, follows it in. Joey Scott lifts him up and throws him onto the outside, but Travis lands on his feet. And Joey Scott with a drop kick very low, pushing Travis outside of the ring and dropping him out to the floor. Oh, wait a sec. Joey Scott is on the top rope. He's on the outside of the ring. This is exceptionally dangerous. Travis is in no man's land. Joey Scott then is up on that top rope. What are we going to see right here? A moonsault. Wow, and he lands on his feet and knocks Travis down. And ladies and gentlemen, love him or hate him, you can't argue about the athletic prowess of the LDN Capital champion, the hotshot Joey Scott. You won't see many men do that, and you've just saw the hotshot Joey Scott hit it. He now goes to the top rope to what could be his final attempt at a win right here. Shooting star press, but lands on his stomach. And Travis, though, sees an opening, getting this crowd fully behind him as he comes up to the top rope. Top rope Travis, leg drop Travis effect. Wow, we have a new and premier King of Gibraltar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic street fight to end tonight's very special edition of LDN Wrestling, as we have come to you tonight from the overseas British territory of Gibraltar. And as we leave you tonight, we leave you with the LDN British champion, Alan Lee Travis, and the new Wrestling King of Gibraltar, as LDM Wrestling has brought to you a phenomenal show here, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Reginald Kensington III, and I want to thank you not just for tuning in today, but for all of your support over this year. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and as we begin 2022, let me just tell you that LDM Wrestling will be promoting shows up and down the Great British Isles and all over the British territories. But from the British champion Alan Lee Travis and LDM Wrestling, we are British and proud.